Midlothian Bible Church family, Pastor Matt here to update you on plans for our opening our in-person worship services again. These remain to be one of the most unprecedented times in my life. I continue to joke, I never took a pastoral class on how to handle a coronavirus pandemic. So I'm thankful for the collective wisdom of the church leadership here, staff, and even partnerships with other pastors here in the area. And I also want to thank you for your continued grace in dealing with the various views and responses to the pandemic by others. Also, thank you for your understanding, especially toward the varied and difficult decisions that we as leadership have had to make. Thank you as well for your flexibility, or we might even say fluidity, with the changing meeting times and just the different ways of doing ministry. And thank you for continuing to be the church. God is working in the midst of this pandemic. And Ephesians 2:10 says that you as followers of Christ are his workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared for beforehand that you should walk in them. God knew this pandemic would be coming, and he has good works for you to accomplish for his glory and the gospel in the midst of it. Keep being a light for Christ right where he has you. We have medical workers who are showing the world what Christ would look like if he were a nurse. We have policemen displaying what Christ's likeness looks like in law enforcement. So keep using your profession to be a light for Christ. Ask God, Lord, what other ways can I display your glory and proclaim the gospel in this pandemic? Who might you use me to reach for Christ? You see, church, the hope of the world is the gospel of Jesus Christ. So keep being the church and pointing people to Jesus. I am intentionally trying to encourage you, and because encouragement is one of the key means to building each other up. And meeting in-person worship is also one of the keys to encouraging one another. So with that in mind, we will be holding in-person worship services again starting this Sunday, August 2nd at 10:30 a.m. This will be our only service time for this Sunday. In the weeks to come, we will add more as needed. For instance, the following Sunday, August 9th, we will have two services. One designed for the whole family, starting at 10 a.m. in our high school room, and then the other at 10:30 a.m. in our main meeting area. In order to do this safely and to follow the spirit of what the governor is trying to do to slow the spread of coronavirus, we are requiring all who attend a corporate worship service to put a mask on before you enter the building and wear it until you are seated. And when you leave your seat, to put the mask on until you leave the building. If you do not have a mask when you arrive, one will be provided for you at the entrance of the building. There will also be hand sanitizer stations throughout the building. Our heart in these precautions at this time is to live out what Philippians 2:4 says. Let each of you look not only to his own interests, but also to the interests of others. We want to do what we can to make people feel further comfortable in coming to a service, so that more of us might enjoy the encouragement that comes from fellow believers worshiping together in person. We will continue to live stream the service and post it to YouTube for those who do not think it's wise for them to attend in person yet. If some of you feel comfortable in meeting in smaller groups together, we would encourage you to do so. Perhaps even to watch the live stream together with a group. Also, we want to continue to encourage small groups to meet together. Some are continuing to do that by meeting in person. Others are doing it through video conferencing. If you're not connected in a small group, please contact the church office. You can email info@midlothianbible.org, and we will help you get connected to a group. Church, keep being the church. You are God's workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that you should walk in them. So walk in them, glorify God, and proclaim his gospel. Thank you.